Yeah, so to add on what Captain Smith was saying, a few takeaways from the kitchen trailer demonstration is always have a lid nearby. Obviously stay and look when you cook. You don't want the heat, not just oil, just any type of food. If you're cooking, you're baking, anything, you want to pay attention to it. It's easy to get distracted by TV or, social media or whatever you got going on in life. It's easy to get distracted. So stay and look when you cook. If you're going to be deep frying or heating up your food excessively, you want to have a lid nearby. And like Captain Smith said, just a cookie tray or a pizza tray is the best thing. I know a lot of people think flour or baking soda to put it on top of the fluid. It's a good option, but one of the things that we kind of keep people away from doing that is if you splash it. If you got to get nice and close to it and you put some powder on it or some baking soda on it, it could splash, it could burn you. Things could get pretty hectic real quick. So it's a good option if you're careful with that option. We don't recommend that. Our recommendation is always going to be a lid. Turn the heat source off, so turn your oven or your stove off. Put the top over the lid, and then open some windows for ventilation. Call 911. Okay. And then somebody brought up extinguishers. There are different levels or different classes of extinguishers: A, B, C, D. There's a lot of different ones. The ones, if you go to Menards or Home Depot, the most common ones you're going to find for household use are A, B, and C extinguishers. And if you look at the label, it'll tell you exactly what type of fire those extinguishers or those class of extinguishers are good for. So regular household combustibles like wood, paper, cardboard, things like that, that's an A. And like I said, down the list, this is typical. They come in different shapes and sizes. This one, if I looked at the label, is A, B, and C. All right, so this is what you're going to find in your house. The reason why we kind of shy away from saying use an extinguisher, especially on a grease fire, is for the same thing. You have to get a little bit close, and if it sprays, this comes out at pretty good velocity. If you spray it, it could splash up, make things a lot more chaotic, more harmful to your home, to the environment. So we don't want any splashing of any sort. So, we try and shy away from telling people to add stuff to a burning product or a burning product like oil. So, like I said, the lid. And then now that we're going to transition to we're not going to spray this one because it really makes a mess. And what it is basically a powder or chemical inside of it. And when you use these types, I'll talk about it when I talk with this one, but we're not trying to actually go into the product and shoot it all over the place. What you want to do is you want to sweep it across the product. Like if we had a pile or a bucket of gasoline on fire or a pot of oil on fire, we don't want to spray the chemical right into the pot. We want to kind of layer it on top so it smothers the fire. It doesn't, push the liquid out of the pot. So this is a special type of extinguisher that firefighters use. Basically what it is, it's half water, half air, and half of a foam component that we use in all of we have it on our fire engines and in these deals, and it's just a white foam. And you can see how much velocity is in it, and that's pretty standard for any type of fire extinguisher you're going to use, whether it's a special type like this or just a regular household extinguisher. You get a good couple of feet out of it. So the acronym that we use is PASS, P-A-S-S. So you're going to pull the pin. I kind of messed that up already. But usually, like everybody knows, there's a pin in it, right? So you pull the pin, and then the A is aim, and the first S is squeeze the trigger, and then sweep. And like I said, we don't want to go right up into the product. We want to kind of smother it. We want to layer whatever the chemical that we have, we want to layer it on top of what's burning. So we actually, if it's a liquid, this one doesn't want to stop now. Here it is. So that's what we want to do. So just remember that acronym: PASS, pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep.